All right, guys. I'm going to try and help you analyze game film, and I'm pointing some stuff out to you. I'm not going to, you know, do everything. I'm going to fast forward, rewind, just to kind of point some stuff out to you so you know what you're looking for when watching game film. And I'll try to do this as much as I can throughout the season. This is right off the kickoff against Wyoming area, first half. So, ball gets played out here. Our player is starting to make a run back. Okay. Now, off screen, you're going to see our defender come up in a second. So let me clear this out. I'm going to hit play. Let me go frame. Okay, so she's got the ball. We got a player here and a player here. Both square to that player. We got a problem. We have two players committed to one Wyoming area player. So let's play it out. Ball gets played behind them. In case you miss it, so we can go frame by frame. We now have two players completely out of position. As soon as our back came up here, our center mid should have dropped back already. On the back end, we have a free runner. Because if you notice, everybody's focused here. Even our center back is focused on the ball. Nobody is paying attention to that player. Okay? She's a free runner. Now, luckily, the pass was bad and ends up at the center back anyway. Somebody has to call her out or pick her up because she's a free runner. Okay? Just letting it play a little bit just to see how things develop. Okay, now we regain possession. Our center mid has the ball. Now remember, this is a 4-3-3. Defense looks good. Attacking mid here is pinched in right where she should be. However, our other attacking mid here needs to get out of the way and kind of be an outlet here. Here's our other forward. She's hanging out up top. Look at all of this space. Okay? Tons of space. What needs to happen is to give this player room that I have circled. Come over. Okay? This forward needs to be an outlet. This here is where the ball should be played. But that's not where the ball is going to be played. No one, I mean, it's hard to tell in the audio. It's hard to pick up whether or not somebody said anything. I don't know, but it's good to point this stuff out. Mid's got the ball. We forced a pass here. Now, let me go back a couple of frames. And we have a tendency to do this a lot. Now, this player's open. Don't get me wrong. But here and here. Nobody here. She has time. Because if I clear this out and we go back, she's got possession. 1, 2, 3 yards of space. Someone needs to tell her that she has time. She needs to open her mouth. She needs to back away. Pass to space. Instead, we're cramming everything up the middle. That's got to stop. Play to space. Because if you notice, in this area, how many white shirts are there? There are 0 white shirts. Okay? So let's let it play out. Oop, there we go. Ball goes out of bounds. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit just because I want to point stuff out. So Bear with me. I'm just using this for the first time. Okay. Goal kick. Back here, we have a diagonal line of defenders. That can't happen. You're holding this player on. That's a bad word on. Here, and here. Since it's more like a 3 back because our other defender is here. You need to hold this 50-yard line. That way, it forces this player to come back. Okay? Let me hit play. We regain possession. I'm going to go back a little bit. They're doing us a favor by bunching. I like the fact that it's just one red shirt there. Okay? She's not going to get possession. However, we maintain shape. So even if this player here regains possession, she has an outlet here, an outlet here. We have one player behind that white shirt. Look at the space here. We have a defender here, a defender here. This player in particular should really have nowhere to go. Because even if the ball gets played up, she's here. It gets played out, she's here. This here is where it should be. Because there's a triangle there, and a triangle there. That's what we're looking for, okay? Fast forward. All right. So we're regaining possession going into the offensive zone. Hit play. Let me go back a little bit. We have possession right here. Our option, she's open now, is here. We're holding on to the ball too long. This particular player, it's either pass here or cut back and go this way. Because if you notice, that defender is already committed this way. Stop, pivot, and go back, or get rid of the ball. Because if you drop it here, she gains possession. This defender's going to come up. As soon as she feels pressure, she can either lay off a square pass across so that the center mid can come up and lay a one-time shot. Or if that pass comes back, if this pass comes back, this player's already committed, she's out. She's going to commit because she has no choice but to. This pass gets here, as long as this player attacks the ball as it gets there, now we can lay it back off on a give and go going the other way, and she has a clear line of sight to the goal. Okay? Rough pass, hard to trap. We lose possession. We got to watch how the pace on our passes. Fast forward here as we get through. I just want to point other things out as we go. Overall, the game was played solid. We maintained our shape. We just have to pick our head up a little bit. Now, this is right. They're picking up here. Okay? That's the way it should be. Where we're going to falter is with this player running back. There's one of two options here. Yes, I know we have a player here. And she's on the outside of her, which is technically the wrong side to defend a player. You got to be inside that player. What I would like to see, I'm going to let this play down. Now things started to slide. Okay, this player moved. This white shirt here should still be picked up by this player, okay? However, it is this player here that needs to be picked up by this defender, okay? So that this player can cover anything wide. Because if this ball goes from this side of the field to this side of the field, that player cannot get to it. It's going to take them a lot longer, okay? That's why this is where this this outside back needs to pick up that player so that they can come wide. And what's going to happen is we still maintain a shape because this defender that's involved in the play is kind of out. Here's our other center back. Okay? So if I were to label the defenders are here. That's our 4 back. Okay? What we want to see is that they're involved. She's shifted over like she needs to be. This outside back needs to cover here. This player needs to come out wide. That way, we still have, even though this defender's offset, 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the back covering the back end. It gives us options. Okay, we'll let it play. Great defending here. Great containment. My only gripe, and I'm just going to go back a little bit. This here is great containment. You're forcing this player to go lateral. She really can't do much. Okay, that is fantastic. That's what we want to see. It's right here. Oop. Now we have an issue. It's 2-on-1. One player's got to commit. One player. What should have happened was, if anything, that player should have passed off defending to this player so that you can now come back to your original job. Okay? Because that girl just split the defense. Obviously, it was a really, really bad shot. By taking 2 players out, we're leaving players wide open. Okay? I'll fast forward. Sorry if you get a little dizzy. Okay, this is a good setup. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defenders. Okay. Let's see if can I change colors? So I'm learning as I go here. 1, 2, 3, 4 offensive players. So it's 4v4. 4v4. Ton of space. Okay. Ton of space. She has time. So we gotta gain possession. Time. All day. All day. Okay. Now you're lucky the pass got through. If it didn't, it's going the other way. But it's still 4v4. Gets through. This person crashes. This person comes here. Haley's going to take her usual shot from outside. And obviously scores. But when you go back to it, although we did get a goal, and I'm very happy about that, I want to point these things out to you so that you know ahead of time. Look at all of that space. We need to gain possession first. We're rushing our decisions. So when we play this out, yes, this girl got beat. That's not going to happen all the time. It's gain possession here. That's where it needs to stop. Unless there's a bigger gap here that it's hard to tell on film. Obviously, you guys see it on the field. Yeah, hit him with that pass. Gain possession, then you have options because now we can have a runner here, and you could probably still put the ball into space here so that that forward can run onto it. Okay? So that's just kind of... Some of these plays start well in advance. So I'm going to skip ahead. Let me go back. All right, this is right off the kick. Good pressure up top. That's what you want to see. The hard part is, I wish the camera would have panned at this point in time. With our throw-ins, we're rushing a lot, but obviously there probably is somebody open there. Let me see if I can frame ahead. I would have liked to have seen that throw go here because there's nobody there. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just having fun drawing. Let me go back. This is another thing that we need to work on. Throw-ins. You make this throw, but you made it really hard to gain possession and we lost possession. I'm going to pause, go back. I think. Oop, sorry. Went too far. That's okay. If I go back, you would see that there's that space. Just playing around with the slider. Good play on the drop. Let me go back. I'm going back frame by frame, just so you're aware. So you're hearing the tap of my pen most likely. This was a good play. That's a good play. It's your only option. We need to trap and dribble. Here. Okay. The reason being we just lost it. You played a hard ball for her to trap, and it goes out that way to the defender, and we lose possession. Okay? Sorry, cameraman's going a little crazy. That's a right idea. Okay. Now, space. Look at this. There's one. Cut it back. It's a vague shape of a triangle. I just can't draw well. There's two. You have a midfielder coming out here, which then technically, if you really wanted it to be, it could be 3 or 4. Look at the options that you guys just created for yourselves. The problem is we got to pick head up. Pick head up. Good look. It's a good feed. Now, we have somebody coming up in support. This is me pointing out positives. Coming up in support. This player now has options to go backwards if she wants to. Now, there's a bit of a gap here, about 2 yards, judging by the field markers. Here's another square pass. This particular player's out. You're too far ahead. There's no one's going to make that pass. And we tried. You're lucky enough that it went forward and there's nobody there. So let me go back. It's a hard pass to make. But when there's that big of a gap, let me skip back here. Let me go back to the... So the ball gets through, and look at this. Red shirt. She's out. She's out. Time. I can't spell. Settle. Shoot. Clear. It was a rush shot. Okay. I'm going to let this play out. I can't really remember where it was when I wanted to stop here, so I'm letting it play out for a minute. Let the camera pan. This is a good shot from midfield. Okay. They're going to defend. This defender is a little out of position. I'd like to see them back a little bit more. Nothing overly important. I am kind of nitpicking on this one. Center back is in perfect position. Outside back in here is in perfect position. This particular forward needs to get back on their horse. This attack mid needs to drop and pick up that player. So let me point this out. All right, so these guys, defenders are in blue. So these defenders here, these are actually our 4-back. She is occupied. That's the other center back. This particular center back should be back here a little bit, a little out of position. That's okay. It's not terrible. But I'd like to see these two be more these two should be more parallel. Okay. This defender's in good position. Center mid is covering the middle. Should really be picking up the runner. I'd like to see this player be picked up by this player to cut off all angles. Let me just change color here. This attack mid, obviously we just made a run, and here's the other attack mid here. You guys need to get back. This person is your responsibility. You need to get that particular individual, this here, you need to get inside of her. That way it allows this person to come back and fill the space. Okay? So it's just a little out of position, but nothing major. Because the ball's going to go out of bounds anyway. But you should see it. Now, throw in. This player gets picked up by this player. So that's where that's going to go. Okay. Right now, there should be no reason why Wyoming area wins this throw in. This attacking midfielder needs to come and fill the space. Why? Because we've got a runner here. This player needs to get here down towards the line. Center mid, you need to be right around this general area. This defender will pick up here. This attack mid will pick up there. Either way, we still have numbers. Perfect. Look at this. This is how it should look. You guys maintain form. I like to see it a little bit quicker, but that's okay. Now, to kind of point stuff out, we have an offensive player in our defensive zone hanging out here. We have one defender. Can't happen. If there's a player here, this center back needs to drop back. Let this player pick up that player. Because the attacking mid is already marked up. This is a little bit out of shape. This center back needs to shift so that this player can pick up here. I'm not worried too much about the thrower because we have an offensive player. Our forward, in this case, looks like Self, I think, is coming back. Okay, so we have a sub. So with the new player coming on, our center back here still needs to shift over. Okay, now, I see that we have an extra player. I told you the frames are a little out of order. I understand now what this is going on. This here is that's not your responsibility. You are not responsible for them. Okay? She is responsible for her. Okay? So when it comes to it, this player should be marked by that player. That way, you can go back into your original position. This center back needs to communicate. I don't know why it does that. To them, saying pick up whatever number that is so that you can go back and do your job. Because this player's already marked. Don't worry about the thrower. You have to call these out. Everybody else is picked up. We got the back door picked up right here. We got that back door picked up there. That player's picked up by her. Our center back is right in the. Our other center back is right smack dab in the middle, holding the line. Keeper, even you can call that out from there. It's just that our issue is this player here needs to pick that player up so that you can come back. That way, we still have. If I clear this out, if you go back, we'd have 1, 2, and in your position here 3, going across that line with a fourth player here and our middle covered. Okay, play it out. Now, let me go back. Let me go back. Back. If this player were to pick up that original player without you being pulled in, look where the throw went. Right where you would be standing if you were in position. That's okay. It's a learning experience. But these are things that need to be picked up. Do a couple more, and that'll be that. Goal kick. There's the ball. Okay, just so for reference sake. Where is the red? Nowhere. There's no red. We have 1 red. 1, 2 whites. Lots of space. Lots of space. Lots of space. This is how we lose our goal kicks. Against higher, more skilled teams, you guys aren't going to be able to do this. Okay. Fast forward. Play. I think this is a free kick. Yeah. Let's see if the cameraman does me justice here. Okay. Holding the line. Look at it. This looks good. Just got to get, once we get inside that chair, I'm going to let it play. Okay. So this particular player needs to be inside that player. All right. So clear that out. We got 2 more coming down. She's coming down. She's coming down. Getting ready to strike. Hold that line. Cameraman's not doing me justice. Yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't really do much there on what was on the back end. Cameraman did not help us out on that one, but that's okay. I appreciate him doing the job. It's hard to pan a camera. I get it. Luckily enough, it paid off for us in the end. I'd like to see. I don't know if there's another rush or not. Let's see here. Skip. Inside. They're covered good. They forced a throw. They did us a favor. Missed trap. Okay, let's go back. This is a good break. This is like our breakout drill that we've done, defensive players. Player gets the ball. Time. I would like to see a dribble there. But I like the thought. Nope, let's go back. Let's go back. Play. Back. Look at this. There's probably about, I don't know, 2 yards maybe between the two of you. You force that play. We don't want to see that because then we just lose possession, and apparently we lost the cameraman. Yep, we lost the cameraman. Still lost the cameraman. And we're getting a really good shot at midfield. There we go. Oh, Okay, it's our throw. Another bad, kind of an average throw. Rush play. All right, breakout play. Good, good, good. Let's. Player gets the ball here. Player's calling for the through. She sees it. Good. We're pushing up here. I like this player and this player. You got to start pushing these guys up. We're too slow on the back end. Rough pass there. This ball here. This player here. It's either here or a long switch of the field here for this player to run onto it. Okay. She opts for the shorter one. It's a missed touch. But those got to be crisper because that was a good breakout play. Losing possession, it's just kind of turned into a kickball match. All right, we gained possession again. Light pressure, probably could still dribble. Here's your runner. This is where this ball is going to want to go that way because everybody's shifted. She's making her way to get back up so that she can get involved in the play. Nothing wrong there. I just want you to see that there is a ton of space that will be filled. But look, this person's already in track position. Dribble, 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 and there. Okay, you held on to it as long as you could. That's a good look. Got through the breakthrough. Now it's 3-on-1. Not going to get anywhere. If possible, I know it's a little rough for whoever that was. You might want to try and cut that back. Okay? And that's really it in the first half. So I hope that kind of points stuff out to you guys. I'll try to do a little bit more